Show starts in 5 minutes.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Men, there's a drive-in movie full of juicy people. Wow! It's a trap! Help! It's Pick! We've had it, men.
A pleasant aroma for you, but not for mosquitoes. Pick is easy to use. Light it and forget it. Pick's aroma keeps mosquitoes, gnats, and sandflies away. Pick is the best protection for barbecues, fishing and camping trips, or just relaxing in the yard.
So if you don't want our company ever anywhere, just light Pick and see what I mean? Bye!
Pick is on sale at the refreshment stand now. Show starts in 2 minutes.
Today we're interviewing a stomach.
Hello there.
What is life like as a stomach?
Oh, boy, it was humdrum. I mean, until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizza.
Yeah, I was suffering from the pizza cravings until Tony's came along. Crispy crust and zesty sauces. Wow.
And so now... What's that?
Another pizza craving. Just thinking about Tony sets it off.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going to get a Tony's Pizza, and I follow him anywhere.
Does your stomach send you pizza craving signals? Oh, wow. Tony's, the Pizza Cravers Pizza.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Yum, yum. It's a meal in itself. Our all-meat super dog. Enjoy one now.
And now, on with the show.
Hello, and welcome back to the movie quiz. My name is Chris Van Nelson, and in just a couple minutes, you and I will be embarking together on a trivia odyssey through 50 points of movie trivia puzzles. We are back. I'm in new surroundings, a little more echoey than the last ones. I'll probably have to work on that for next week. But back here, I'm in the movie room. It's now the official movie quiz room. And we are back for the last part of season 12. We got 3 more games in the Multiplex of Madness. We've got all new categories, new choices to make tonight. This next set of 3 games is going to be based on Marcellus Wallace's briefcase. One of our favorite guests here on the show before. The embodiment of Marcellus Wallace's briefcase. So we will be choosing from categories inspired by that tonight. So if you want to join the game, if I know that we've got maybe some new people joining the game for the first time from Meredith's Championship. Congrats to 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. By the way, nicely done, good game. And congrats to everybody else who finished high. But this one, if you want to play this game, it's a different URL, same stream, but a different URL. You go to play.themoviequiz.com and you can join in the game. All right. So these first games in the multiplex are always they're on the longer side. So let's just do it. Let's jump into in-game mode. Let's put it, there we go. And let's go with our first choice. We've got our first choice portal inspired by Marcellus Wallace's briefcase in Pulp Fiction. It's crime. The theme is crime. And you've got putting a crew together, Comcoms, and Lady Killer. Those are your options for your round 1. Make your choice. We'll see where the multiverse takes us. The multiverse is driven by democracy. I spilled a lot of this right before the show. It's a tragedy. I'm so nervous. I do always mess this up before anytime I've been gone for even a second, I always mess it up. Wow, interesting. But I think 0, no, it's unanimous. Maybe our first ever unanimous vote in the multiplex. It's putting a crew together. Putting a crew together is our going to be our first round tonight. So the way this is going to work is for a half point each, you're going to name the movie. I'm going to give you the members of a heist crew, the actors in a movie, minus 1 person. So for half a point, you name the actor who's missing from that crew. And for the other half of the point, you name the movie. All right. So here we go. Let's jump in. I believe it should be this first one here. Here we go. Here comes question number 1. Your first crew here is Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Elliot Page, Dilip Rao, Ken Watanabe, and who is missing from that? And what is the movie? Who is missing from that? And what is the movie? Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good August. I don't remember when it's been a very eventful August for me. Went away for a couple weeks and moved also. Now I'm in a different space. All right. I think everybody's starting off strong with this one. You knew that the movie is Inception, and the one who's missing here is Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy and Inception are your 2 answers here. So nicely done. It says 90%, but everybody who submitted got it right. All right, here comes your next heist crew, minus 1. Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, Sarah Paulson, Helena Bonham Carter, Awkwafina, Rihanna, Mindy Kaling, and who's missing out of that? And what is the movie? give you time for this one. So yeah, if you also, I don't know if anybody's new. It might just be all regulars. And hello to all the regulars. I think it's all regulars here. So I'm not going to explain how this stuff works. You know how it works very well. So yeah, I'm working out the kinks in this. I say I'm working out the kinks, but I set it up for the first time minutes ago in this room. So we'll see. We'll see what I need to do to make it better. All right, another strong showing here from everybody. You knew that the movie that this crew is part of is Ocean's 8, and the missing crew member is Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett in Ocean's 8 is your answer. All right, are your answers? There's two. All right, here comes question number C. See, I'm rusty as shit always. Question number 3: Paul Rudd, Michael Pena, Michael Douglas, T.I., David Dastmalchian, and who else? This is true. I do need the curtains. The curtains did absorb the sound very well. So I'm going to have to, the curtain might, I don't want to, I want to show the, I want to show the stuff back there. All right, time is just about up for this question. So this movie it is a heist movie within the MCU. It is Ant-Man, and the person missing from the crew is Evangeline Lilly. Ant-Man and Evangeline Lilly, which was the original title of Ant-Man and the Wasp until they realized that she needed a character name. All right, here comes question number 4. Your heist crew is George Clooney, Ice Cube, Spike Jonze, and who else? Who else is missing? I do like standing. I enjoy standing here. I'm trying to think where I need to soundproof it. It seems like that wall, because I'm speaking straight into that wall. Yeah, I do like it. I always want to stand. I prefer, because like anytime when I host trivia in person, I'm standing and I move around, but I never do it for TMQ until now. Ryan, you're missing points. Happy birthday, Ryan, by the way. Because everything I've got from those first 2 questions shows only correct answers. All right. So this the movie here is Three Kings. Three Kings is the movie that featured these guys stealing gold during the first Iraq War, and the missing member of the crew is Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg is the last member of the crew. It's Three Kings, but there's 4 guys who are part of it. It's a strange math. All right, question. We're halfway through the round already. We got question number 5. More Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg's on this team as well as Seth Green, Jason Statham, Mos Def, and who else? And they are on a revenge mission against Edward Norton. So Edward Norton is not the answer, but he was part of their crew initially. But that's not who I'm looking for. All right. So time is just about up for this one. The movie is the remake of The Italian Job, and the crew member missing is Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron in The Italian Job is our missing person there. All right. Almost everybody got both of those right. Nicely done. We got a couple left here. Your sixth heist crew consists of Queen Latifah, Vivica A. Fox, Kimberly Elise, and who else? And what is the movie? I probably should integrate the blue curtain somewhere and in some way. It might be off screen to absorb the sound. I didn't know how much I needed that curtain until it was gone. It's not gone. It's just it's hanging up. But it's not currently. I didn't know how much I needed it until it wasn't currently in the room. All right, so time is just about up for this one. This one was a little tougher. I'm just checking scores, checking answers on this one because yes, this actress she's gone by a couple last names, a married name and her original name. She is Jada Pinkett or Jada Pinkett Smith, and she, along with these other actresses, was in Set It Off. Set It Off. Pardon me. Is the name of that heist movie from the mid 90s, somewhere like 95, 96. All right, we got 2 questions left. Your heist team -1 here is Ansel Elgort, Jamie Foxx, John Bernthal, Isa Gomez, a name that I've X'd out there. You can read what it says. He might come up more than once in this game, so I'm canceling myself now. But it's Curvin Spursy. Curvin Spicy, we'll call him. Well, that's good to know. It doesn't sound. I'll listen to it back. It sounds pretty pronounced in here, to be honest. Give myself a little. All right, gang. Time is just about up for this one. The crew in this movie, this crew was in Baby Driver, and the one who is missing here is Mr. John Hamm. John Hamm, the Mr. Toilet Ham. That's him. There he is. Baby Driver, Edgar Wright movie. All right, so we got 1 question left, and it is George Clooney once again, along with Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Bernie Mac, Eddie Jemison, Casey Affleck, Scott Conn, Xiaobo Quinn, Carl Reiner, Elliot Gould, and think you'll get the movie, but who's missing? Do the math too. Count on your fingies. How's everybody's fingies? You have a good fingy summer? All right, let's do it. Let's start that timer. I think I programmed this right. Let me look. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look at the scoreboard until all the scores are in to see if there's crazy ass decimals, which I don't think there should be because this is just a 1 and 2, but you never know. You never know with me. Yes, I see in someone's answer using the answer as a suggestion box should have had Heat in this round too. I could, yeah, Heat would have worked as well. But this one, of course, is Ocean's 11. And who's missing? Who is the 11th? It's Cheadle. It's Don Cheadle. He is the 11th member of the crew who is missing there. All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings here as we head into our next set of choices. Hang on, let me just tee that up. Here we go. We've got, how many teams we got tonight? We got 10. Oh, it's all because there's so many rounds, it's messed up. Okay. We've got Stallone with 3, Too Much Talk or The Baby Gets It with 4.5. Chris the Curator also with 4.5. How am I going to be an optimist? With 5.5. With 6.5 each, we've got Machete, and Sterling Cooper rolling daily bets. We've got Powder from the movie Powder and Avis and Bobo tied for third with 7 points apiece. 7.5, we've got Marley's Chains in second. And starting off with a perfect 8, we've got Helsinki. So welcome back. It is all regulars tonight, I believe. So welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I do genuinely appreciate it. And let's head into our next set of choices. We've got your next round is your picture round. And your theme is Los Angeles. Los Angeles. So your choices here are the ghosts of old LA, not quite LA, and the coast is toast. You've got those. Those are your 3 choices. Choose wisely. There's no right or wrong. It's just what you think. I'm not going to, you know what I'm going to do in this mini season. Again, I should also explain, this is going to be like another mini season, each 3 games. We're going to start fresh, scores reset. You get another double points bonus you can use. So it's like a new, brand new set of down. It's like getting a first down. You start over. All right. So, but you keep progressing through the season. All right. So let's see what is going to win here. Ooh, it was 3-2-2. 3-2-2. The winner is The Coast is Toast. The Coast is Toast is going to be our picture round tonight. So let's see. I believe it's no. Remove it. Damn it. Where is The Coast is Toast? It should be this one. All right. So for this one, you are going to name. Yeah, this is all about apocalyptic or dystopian versions of Los Angeles. So you have to name the movie for each one of these. Just straightforward. This one. The other picture rounds that you didn't choose that we will get to, they're a little different. This one's straightforward. It's just name the movie. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to get it done. And don't forget to hit submit. All right. Good luck, everybody. Not sure why the picture doesn't seem to be showing up in the. There's always something that goes wrong. It doesn't seem to be loading in the game itself. But But yeah, just look in the sorry about that. I'll make sure that the other ones are right for next week. There's always something. But yeah, check the stream. You should be able to see the pictures. I'll get out of here so you can see it bigger. All right, time is starting to tick down. I'd say it's about. Yep, let's start that timer now. About 11 seconds left. All right, don't forget to hit submit if you have not done so yet. You can also change your answers if you are so inclined. If there's something you want to change. All right, where's that timer? There we go. All right, so everybody's answers are in. So let's go over these. All right, we've got then the first one. I'm going to go over the answers before I reveal how you did. The first one there, that is Blade Runner 2049. That's Ana de Armas pointing at a tiny Ryan Gosling. Not the last time he's going to show up in all these LA things. Dude does a lot of LA movies. 2, that is Terminator Salvation. Not only did everybody get it right, everybody got the right movie. Question number 3. This was a tricky one. Some teams thought it might be RoboCop or Total Recall, but that is actually Bruce Campbell as the Surgeon General of Beverly Hills in Escape from LA. I didn't want to show you Snake Plissken because I figured that would just be too obvious. All right, question number 4. That is They Live. He's come to kick ass and chew bubblegum. He's all out of bubblegum. Number 5, that is Night of the Comet. A couple teams got that right. Night of the Comet. Number 6, pretty much it was a dead even split. Half the teams who submitted thought it was Judge Dredd. Half the teams thought it was Demolition Man. It's Demolition Man. You got Sandra Bullock there. It's Demo Man all the way. Number 7, that is Michael Cera dying badly, and This Is the End. And your last one, that is Battle Los Angeles. Battle Los Angeles is the name of that movie. All right, so let's grade these up and take a look at how you did. Everybody who submitted, I think, got Blade Runner, Terminator, low numbers for Escape from LA and Night of the Comet. No surprise on Night of the Comet. That one's not a super. It's a culty movie. All right. So before we take a look at our scores and standings here, let's take a look at our next choice portal, which is going to be for your short round. And your short round is in the category of MacGuffins. The briefcase in Pulp Fiction is one of the most famous MacGuffins. So that's what we're talking about in the short round. And your options are: where in the world is Indiana Jones, human MacGuffins, and get me to the MacGuffin. MacGuffin is an object, it can be an object, a person, a place that drives. It's not super important what it is, but it drives the plot, drives the action of the plot. All right. Make your choices. Choose where we are going for our first week of this last section of season 12. All right, let's see what door are we going to open? Interesting. It was another very close split. 3 to 2 to 2, but we are going to open the door to number 3. Get me to the MacGuffin. Get me to the MacGuffin is going to be our short round tonight. And so this one is all about places that are MacGuffins in their respective films. Let me make sure that I've got the right. Yes, here we go. All right. So name the following locations that drive, sometimes literally drive, the plot. Amusement park destination for the Griswolds' ill-fated vacation in National Lampoon's Vacation, the first one. 2, the fortified pub with a possibly working rifle in Shaun of the Dead. 3, titular burger place for titular stoned friends in a 2005 comedy. And number 4, section of Brooklyn that the gang must safely retreat to in The Warriors. All right, so you got 4 locations. Order does count, so make sure that you put each answer in the correct spot. I'm going to give you about 90 seconds to get this one done. I'll get out of here and start a timer. All right, you got a little more than 30 seconds left in this short round. So don't forget to make sure that the order is correct, that you put them in the right places. All right, I am going to start that 15-second timer now. So if you haven't submitted or you want to change anything, now is your chance. I will say answers are looking solid on this. All righty, time is just about up for our short round. So let's lock it in here and see what we've got. So let's open up the answers here and see how you, before we see how you did. In Vacation, they are going to Wally World, but it's closed. this I did not intend for most of these to start with a W. And then the one location that doesn't start with a W, the movie starts with a W. So we got Wally World for Vacation. We've got the Winchester in Shaun of the Dead, and we've got White Castle for Harold and Kumar, and Coney Island. Coney Island is where the Warriors are trying to get to in the movie The Warriors. So let's open it up. It looks very solid. Looks like everybody crushed it. You chose wisely. Nice. Yeah, 80%, 90%. Everybody really knocked this one out of the park. All right, so let's take a look at your scores and standings here. At the halfway point of the game, we got How Am I Going to Be an Optimist with 5.5, Stallone's Backyard Barbecue with 7, Machete with 13.5, Sterling Cooper and Chris the Curator both with 14.5, Talk Too Much or The Baby Gets It with 15.5, Powder from the movie Powder tied with Avis and Bobo for third with 16. We got Helsinki in second with 17 points, and Marley's Chains jumping into first place with 18.5. So that brings us to you have a choice, a personal choice to make on this next one. Are you going to double your score? Do you feel good about this week so far? Do you feel good enough that you want to double it? Okay. You get to do this once per mini season so if you use it tonight, you can't use it in either of the next 2 games. So if you want to hold on to it, you're not doing so great to start off, or you think I'm kicking ass, I'm gonna take my chances. Okay, we got one person is going for yes tonight. All right, nice. 2. We got 2 who threw in, and one person bit on the joke answer. So nice. All right, I will. So that won't affect, like always, that won't affect your score tonight, but it will affect your score over the course of the season, the mini season. All right, so that brings us to our next choice portal. It's your puzzle rounds. It's your puzzle round, and it's all so because what's in the briefcase is a mystery. All the puzzle rounds for this mini season are going to be mystery rounds. That's what the puzzle rounds will be. So it's not going to really give you. It's not going to tell you what to choose exactly what they're named, but it might help you solve the puzzle. So you've got what's in the box, how do you solve a problem like Maria, and when do you want to solve this puzzle? Make your choice, and that's the door we shall pass through. I'm standing with my hands behind my back like a bouncer. All right. So our winner, pretty solid. The number breakdown was 4-2 to 2. It is our number breakdown. Our winner tonight for the puzzle round is What's in the Box. We're going with What's in the Box. All right. And that is the first one here. So that's easy for me to find. All right, here comes question number 1. What's in the box? Here we go. What Disney villain is so jealous of his brother that he's literally drawn with green eyes? That should have a question mark at the end, but it doesn't. What Disney villain is so jealous of his brother that he's literally drawn with green eyes? All right, time is just about up on this one. So hang on. Your answer here is, I think everybody got this one right. It's Scar. Scar is he has green eyes. Not I guess not common for a lion. But I think everybody got this one right. Everybody who submitted at least got this one right. So nicely done, 90%, but it's really 100. All right, here comes question number 2. Remember, it's a mystery round, so might help you to jot things down. Just take a mental note of the question, take a mental note of the answer. The theme will lie somewhere, either in all the questions or either in all the answers. All right, so your second question: what food does the egotistical Gaston claim he can eat 5 dozen of in his musical boast from Beauty and the Beast? Boast and the Beast. Yeah, I think the producers must be at the Yankee game. He never has any idea when the show. That's my dad's team, and he never has any idea when the show is actually happening. He's always like, "When is it coming back?" And I'm like, "It's been back for 2 weeks." He has no idea. All right, so what is the food that Gaston brags that he can eat 5 dozen of? It is eggs. That's a lot of eggs, my man. That's. I mean, eggs are good for you, but that's a lot of cholesterol, Gaston. That's gross. All right. Question number 3. Stepping in for Choi Min-sik, what actor wreaked bloody vengeance as Joe Doucette in the American remake of Old Boy? Stepping in for Choi Min-sik, what actor wreaked bloody vengeance as Joe Doucette in the American remake of Old Boy? All right. Who is it that starred in the American version of Old Boy? I'll let the graphic do the answering. It's our boy Brolin. Brolin in it. He is the old boy in Spike Lee directed that movie. And that's kind of weird, right? It doesn't seem like the kind of thing Spike would make. All right. Question number 4. Fill in the blank. To this opening narration to a 1998 cult classic. That's blank in Los Angeles. And even if he's a lazy man, and blank was most certainly that, quite possibly the laziest in Los Angeles County, which would place him high in the run-in for laziest worldwide. So just fill in the blank. Those 2 blanks are the same. Fill in the blank to this opening narration to a 1998 cult classic. That's blank in Los Angeles. And even if he's a lazy man, and blank was most certainly that, quite possibly the laziest in Los Angeles County, which would place him high in the run-in for laziest worldwide. All right, time is just about up. If I had read this in Sam Elliott drawl, you would say that's the dude in Los Angeles. The dude, it's Lebowski. He is the laziest man in all of Los Angeles County. All right, I think everybody who submitted got that one right as well. Nice work. All right, we are halfway through the mystery round, so hopefully you're keeping track of the questions, keeping track of the answers. Number 5, as of 2024, the American Pie series has released 4 theatrical films and 5 direct-to-video spin-offs, which all feature the sexual exploits of various members of what disturbingly horny family. So there's there's a member of this horny family in, I believe, all 9. Maybe there's even more now but from what I researched, there's 9 American Pie movies overall, and they all feature some member of this family. If you've ever seen any American Pie research. Yeah, I've worked tirelessly for 25 years researching American Pie films. Also, I saw the comment in the chat that Sam Elliott doesn't have a mustache in Justified. Yeah, I can't. It doesn't he? What's his deal in Star is Born? Isn't he like? Is he mustacheless, or is the mustache just small? I can't remember. I haven't seen that movie since it came out. I remember there was something off-putting about his mustache in that. Either it was absent or just too short. All right, so the Disturbingly Horny Family kicked off by Sean William Scott. It is the Stiflers. There's a Stifler in every movie. The Stifler, the law of diminishing returns really comes into play with these later Stiflers. They are, and it's like it's like pre Schitt's Creek Eugene Levy, so he's just like desperate for a paycheck, but he's given his all in the Book of Love and Naked Mile and other various ones. Is he stashed the fuck up in Star is Born? Okay, I thought, what am I thinking of? Maybe I saw him on Justified. All right, so let's keep going into our next question. Gordon Gekko came back for a fresh round of avarice in the 2010 sequel to Wall Street, which had what 3-word subtitle? You can just write the subtitle. You don't have to write Wall Street. That's implied. I need a mouse. I need a mouse in this setup. I'll show you what have I got back there. So I got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I've got Back to the Future is over there. It's off camera now. I'm so glad I was able to hang this. It's I went to Universal Studios in January, and they've got like vintage reproductions of like vintage posters of theirs with like all the original rides, which were the rides that I grew up with. It's so it's pretty great. There's a Ghostbusters. It's blown out by the lamp, but there's a Ghostbusters 45 over, or it might be is it a 12-inch or is it 10-inch? I think it was a record store day thing. I'll do we'll do like an MTV Cribs at some point through this room. Yeah, are you talking about my dissertation on American Pie? Yeah, you can. I'll send you the link, but it's behind a paywall. My American Pie dissertation. All right, so for this one, Gordon Gekko is back for more avarice in Money Never Sleeps. Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. All right. I think a good chunk of teams got that one right, 70%. All right. Question number 7. It's a multiple choice, actually, in the game. Doesn't show it on here, but Augustus Gloop's insatiable appetite for chocolate leads him to be what numbered kid to fall off of Willy Wonka's tour? Is he the first kid, the second kid, the third kid, or the fourth kid? There is no fifth kid because Charlie Bucket is too good. It's kind of crazy that Willy Wonka just kind of like forces a business on him. Right? Because he has to like, it's not just like, he doesn't just get to fuck off in the chocolate factory. He's got it like, that's a business. He sells those chocolate bars. There's corporate espionage involved. This kid's like 11 years old. All right. Everybody remembers Willy Wonka. Everybody remembers Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's Augustus is the first kid. He's the first one to beef it. He beefs it into the chocolate river and gets stuck in the tube. Gets his German self stuck in that tube. All right, and so that brings us to the last question of this round. Altogether, what do these characters represent? Altogether, what do these characters represent? And we've had Gordon Gekko, Augustus Gloop, Brolin in Old Boy, the Stiflers. Who else do we have? Now I can't remember. All right, let's start the timer now. I think we've gotten most of these in. Let me see. Now I can't even remember now. I don't know why I expect you to. I wrote this shit and I don't remember. This is Augustus Gloop, Gordon Gekko, the Stiflers. I'm trying to. I know what the answer is, and I can't think of it in reverse. But most of you got it right. Anyway, despite my fried brain, your brain is not fried because you knew that together they represent the 7 deadly sins. All of them collectively represent one of the 7 deadly sins. All right. And like, as always, with something like this, like a mystery round, it can be more open-ended. It's not like a one-to-one trivia question. So if there's an interpretation that you have that I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, I buy that, I will give you the point. Or you could argue it to me at least. All right, so let's take a look here at your scores and standings as we head into the double points round. We got How Am I Going to Be an Optimist with 5.5, Stallone's Backyard Barbecue with 13, Machete with 18.5, Chris the Curator with 19.5, Sterling Cooper 22.5, Talk Too Much with 23.5. We've got Powder and Avis and Bobo still tied with 24 points apiece. Just ahead of them is Helsinki, and just ahead of with 25, and just ahead of them with 26.5, it's Marley's Chains. So very tight game, and we've got all potentially 2-point questions left ahead of us here. So let's go ahead to our next choice portal, which is going to be, you're going to choose our double points round, which is going to be in the category of, I didn't put the image in. All right. It is in the category of, let's see, soundtracks. So famously, Pulp Fiction and all the Tarantino movies have awesome soundtracks. So that's what the double points round is all about. We've got double tracks. Again, this season, I'm not going to explain. I usually explain what these mean and tip my hand. I'm just going to let the categories speak for themselves and make your choice. Double tracks, 3-minute sequels, and Golden Millennium. Double tracks, 3-minute sequels, and Golden Millennium. Because I tip my hand and then it gives it away. Because like the next one's not going to be in like for 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, because I think I might have to reschedule the game that was scheduled for 2 weeks from now. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that soon when I lock it in. There's absolutely a game next week, though. 100% a game next week. We'll have game 2 of the Multiplex of Madness, season 12. All right. So by a solid margin, Double Tracks only got 1 vote. Golden Millennium got 2. Our winner, our first door, is 3-minute sequels. 3-minute sequels. So what 3-minute sequels is all about is it is music videos that feature, let's see, let's add it to the stage here. Music videos featuring actors from the song's movie. All right. So this is going to be a visual round. And for this round, hang on, let me open this up. Where is it at? It's not that one. No, here we go. All right. So for 1 point each, name the song or the artist. So that's for 1 point. It's a song or the artist. And for the other point, you name the movie that this is from. Since this is a visual round, I'll make this a little bigger here. No, I made it disappear. No, screw it. That's fine. Put it over there. All right. So for 1 point, you can name the song title or the artist if you can't remember the name of the song. And for the other point, you name the movie. So you can't get you can't name the artist and the song and get 2 points. Either one of those is only worth 1. You got to get the movie as well. But you also only have to name 1. You don't have to give me both. All right. So this movie, that's Michelle Pfeiffer there staring down Coolio in the video for Gangsta's Paradise. So Coolio or Gangsta's Paradise would have gotten you a point. And the other point goes to Dangerous Minds. Dangerous Minds is the movie that this is from. So right in the middle on this one. All right, here comes your second one. I had to do a little splicing here because they don't appear on screen at the exact same time, like Coolio and Michelle Pfeiffer going nose to nose in that previous image. So these are images from the music video. Name the movie and name either the band or the song. Some of these videos are absolutely wild. How these cameos where the actors show up. They clearly some of them they shot it, like the one that I think is up next. They just shot it in they had this person for 15 minutes. All right, so this one I think fared a little better than Dangerous Minds and Coolio. Everybody knew this one. I think it's whoops, that's incorrect. It's Mystery Men. Mystery Men is the movie, and it's Smash Mouth doing All Star, which was in Mystery Men 2 years before Shrek. Shrek gets the credit for that song always, but it's the Mystery Men. All right, here it comes. This is the one. This is the one where they clearly just had the dude from the movie for 2 seconds. Very weird video. Very bad video. Not a good one. I'll give you some time for this one since you're typing 2 things. I think so far only one person has gotten the artist, the musical artist. And nobody's gotten the name of the song. But those are tantamount to each other. All right, time is just about up. All right, so here's the thing. It's not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That is Rick Moranis. That is Rick Moranis over there. But that is Rick Moranis next to Bobby Brown. I was not a hard ass about this one. I took Ghostbusters, but this is actually Ghostbusters 2. It's the video from Ghostbusters 2, which is On Our Own by Bobby Brown. On Our Own is the name of the song. And that's Bobby Brown with that incredibly 1989 89 haircut right there. Pretty wild. And Rick Moranis, this is it for Rick Moranis in this video. He shows up on a payphone. I think he was probably actually making a call. All right, so here is your fourth one. Name the film. For 1 point, name either the song title or the artist. It's a great image. It's beautiful. It belongs in a museum. Definitely should get the movie, I hope. This is a tougher one. Tougher. I mean, this is an interesting one because it's the movie's easy. Because I'm not being a hard ass about installment numbers or anything like that. So if you just get the series on this one, that's fine. So it is, of course, that is Robert Englund who showed up for this video for the soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which is subtitled "The Dream Warriors," which is the name of the song. And that song is by Dokken. Dokken. One team did pull Dokken out. Who? Let me see. I want to see who got it. Marley's Chains got Dokken. They did do. They showed up. Fight. He looks unafraid of Freddy. A lot of people guessed that was Bowie, which is a pretty solid guess. He does look Bowie-esque, and I wouldn't put it past Bowie to have done a Nightmare on Elm Street, especially early Elm Street when it was still good. All right, here comes. This is another spliced one, where they'd never appear on the cameo was like clearly shot somewhere else, very far away from the musical artist. I'm wondering what this is gonna be. All right, let's start the timer on this one. I wonder what you think it is that I'm going to use. We're more than halfway through the round, so we'll have to see. All right, so that is Chris Tucker, who was making a cameo in the Dr. Dre video for "Keep Their Heads Ringing," because it was on the Friday soundtrack. Friday, Dr. Dre, "Keep Their Heads Ringing." Any of those would have gotten you the point. All right, we've got 3 of these left. Name the. I think everyone will get both of these, or most should. No extra points, but I would love it if people got the song title for this one. You don't have to, though. The band is fine enough. I miss these days when like people there is, well, I don't want to, maybe this might be, I don't think this is the one you're thinking of, but there is a really bad Christopher Lloyd cameo in the Power of Love video. It's like he's got, it looks like the version of the DeLorean that he's got, like, it looks real bootleg. It like or maybe it's not that far off, but it just doesn't look right somehow. And he's just like shows up at the beginning. All right, someone did put the name of the song. That makes me feel better. The name of the song is "You Could Be Mine," which is by Guns N' Roses, and it's featured in T2. Terminator, just put Terminator, that's fine, because this is not the type of round that requires specificity. And clearly that's the Terminator and Guns N' Roses. All right, here comes our next one. Got more Arnold, double Arnold, back to back. This video is fucking weird too. This one is like, he's in character from the movie that he's from. I won't say it, obviously, but he's just like walking around this concert and he just like wanders. He's very confused by everything. And he's like studying everybody. It's really weird. Hell yeah, someone put the name of the song too. Love it. All right, I'm trying to speed things up. I know it's getting late. The first game of the multiplex always takes a little long because there's all the choices and then I got to scroll through all the shit. But we're bringing it home. All right, let's skip the timer. All right, we'll lock it in here. So the movie, maybe you reckon he's got a very distinct outfit in this movie. The movie's Last Action Hero. That's him in his Jack Slater getup, and he is watching AC/DC. He just like wanders around. Oh, and then in the end, he like turns into Angus Young, like Arnold wearing like the little schoolboy outfit and terribly pretending to play guitar and like jumping around. It's worth a watch. Check it out on Vivo. All right. And our last one here is our last, Alex, is this the one you were thinking of? This has got to be the one you were thinking of, right? Yeah, no, I can check it. And even if I don't check it during the game, this for everybody, even if I miss something during the game, I always go back tomorrow or sometime later in the week and go over the answers, make sure I didn't miss anything, make sure there's nothing that could have been misinterpreted. I always do an audit of all the games. Yes. I'm always happy when I'm always happy when the name of the song comes up, because this one was especially great. Alex, is this the one you're thinking of? If it's not, tell me what was the one you were thinking of then, because this one, I know that you love the second movie. This is, oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. This is MC Hammer doing the Addams Groove from the Addams Family. Oh shit, that was a terrible one. I forgot about that one. That was so weird. All right, so let's take a look at our scores and standings here as we head into the our last three questions here, the post-credits blitz. We've got, how am I going to be an optimist? 5.5. I think they left early. Stallone with 18, Machete with 23.5. Talk Too Much with 27.5. Chris the Curator 30.5. Avis and Bobo with 33. Marley's Chains and Sterling Cooper with 33.5. Tied. The big shifts here. Powder with 37 and Helsinki on top with 39. So that brings us to the post-credits blitz, which you all have you all have played the game, but in case you forgot, I'm going to ask you 3 sets of questions. And one that I think is easier, one that I think is harder. Easier one is worth 1, harder one is worth 2. All right, so let's jump into it. Set of questions. Number 1, for 1 point, name the fictional group from That Thing You Do that made the real Billboard charts with the film's title track. Or for 2 points, name the fictional group from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou that made the real Billboard charts with I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow. So we were talking about soundtracks. This is all about fictional bands who actually, they crossed over. They became real boys. Interesting. Everybody's going for the 2-pointer. Probably an easier 2-pointer for sure. That's why I put it up first. All right. So time is just about up for this one. Almost everybody went for the 2-pointer and got it right. That Thing You Do was done by the Wonders or the Oneaters, and the Oh Brother band is the Soggy Bottom Boys. The Soggy Bottom Boys was the band that got an actual hit. All right, your second set of questions. Name the 1979 Steven Spielberg period comedy in which the land part of the Hollywood land sign is destroyed by a World War II fighter plane for 1 point. Or name the 1991 Joe Johnston period adventure film in which the land part of the Hollywood sign is destroyed by an experimental flying device exploding. That's for 2 points. It's funny that this gag has happened. I'm sure it's happened in other movies too. When in reality, it was just a real estate development and they took it down. But I love cool. I love fun historical revisionism like that. I love that kind of shit. All right. So time is just about up for this one. A bunch of teams got the 2-pointer on this one. The first one is 1941, and the second one is The Rocketeer. The Rocketeer. It's I had actually misremembered it, even though I watched it recently. I thought the blimp hit the Hollywood sign, but it was just Timothy Dalton. Just him blew it up. All right, and our last question, our last set of questions. We were talking about MacGuffins earlier in the game. We'll be talking about MacGuffins for this whole season. Hi, everybody. I don't know if anybody's still there. My internet went completely down. I'm actually doing this through a hotspot on my phone. But let's see. I can hear myself. That's not good. But okay, hang on. Let me find your answers. Sorry, I don't know what the heck happened. Bizarre. Let me just find your answers to grade it so we can just finish this and all go to bed. Here we go. Right. Yes. So the monument in North by Northwest is Mount Rushmore, and the monument in Saboteur is the Statue of Liberty. All right. So that brings us to the end of the game. Thank you for bearing with me. I know it's late, and it got later because the fucking internet went down. Stallone's Backyard Barbecue ended with 20. Machete with 23 and a half. Talk Too Much or The Baby Gets It with 27 and a half. Chris the Curator with 33 and a half. Avis and Bobo 36. Marley's Chains and Sterling Cooper ended in a tie for third with 37 and a half. Powder finished in second with 40, and Helsinki kicks off this final stretch of the season with a win with 43 points. So thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around. It's exciting to be back in a new room. So thank you so much. I'm glad to be back with all of you, and I'll see you next week for part 2 of the Marcellus Wallace's Briefcase mini season McClunky.